For centuries, the Great Pyramid of Giza has stood as one of the greatest enigmas in human history. It's a monument so precise, so mathematically aligned, that even with our most advanced technology, we struggle to explain how or why it was built. Mainstream archaeology insists it's merely a tomb. But what if it's something more? Its geometry encodes astronomical alignments and geophysical constants with a purpose that seems to stretch far beyond funerary ritual. Some believe the pyramid was an ancient power plant, a machine built to harness natural energy from the earth itself. Others claim it was a transmitter of consciousness, a resonant gateway between worlds. Whatever the truth, the deeper we look, the more the accepted narrative unravels. Consider this. The Great Pyramid's dimensions encode the exact length of the Earth's radius and circumference, accurate to within fractions of a percent. Its base aligns almost perfectly with the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, with a precision modern engineers can barely replicate without GPS. And if that wasn't strange enough, the pyramid sits precisely at the center of the Earth's landmass. Is this all just a massive coincidence? Or is it evidence of a forgotten knowledge once known to the ancients? Inside its stone chambers, scientists have detected unexplained electromagnetic fields. Acoustic researchers discovered that the king's chamber resonates at 440 Hz, a frequency deeply connected with harmonic principles found in nature and human biology. This resonance amplifies when sound or vibration interacts with the granite, which itself contains quartz, a mineral capable of piezoelectric energy conversion. Could it be that the ancients understood how to manipulate frequency and energy to create stability, healing, or even power? This leads us to one of the most compelling theories. Experiments in modern laboratories have shown that certain sound frequencies can cause stone to levitate or lose weight momentarily through acoustic resonance. Could this be how massive blocks, some weighing over 70 tons, were moved effortlessly into place? Legends from Tibet to Egypt speak of priests using chanting and instruments to lift stones. In 1939, a Swedish engineer recorded accounts of monks levitating boulders through coordinated sound waves. These were dismissed as myth, but modern physics now acknowledges that frequency and vibration can influence matter. What if the Great Pyramid was built not with brute force, but with sound and resonance, technologies lost through millennia? The interior design supports this. Shafts, cavities, and corridors form acoustic pathways, channeling vibration like an enormous tuning instrument. Some theorists suggest the pyramid was a harmonic reactor, using sound, water, and magnetism to generate clean energy. Beneath the pyramid, there's evidence of underground tunnels and chambers filled with traces of water erosion. If water once flowed through these tunnels, it could have acted as a conductor, generating electrostatic potential. Combined with the quartz-rich granite and the pyramid's shape, the entire structure could have functioned as an electromagnetic generator. Nikola Tesla, the visionary inventor, studied the geometry of the Great Pyramid and remarked that it mirrored his own experiments with wireless energy transmission. He believed the Earth itself could serve as a conductor of limitless power, a belief strikingly similar to what these ancient structures might represent. Was Tesla rediscovering knowledge once held by the ancients? Some even suggest that the pyramid's apex once held a capstone made of gold, a perfect conductor, completing the circuit of an enormous energy system. If true, then what we see today is not a tomb, but a broken machine, the skeletal remains of a global network that once powered a lost civilization. And the evidence isn't confined to Egypt. Other pyramids across the world, in Mexico, China, and Bosnia, share similar angles, alignments, and internal layouts. They appear to have been built with the same underlying blueprint, as if part of a worldwide system. Could it be that our ancestors were connected through a shared technology, a grid of energy harnessing points spanning continents? Ancient myths consistently speak of a golden age when gods walked among men, bringing light and knowledge. Then suddenly the age ended. A cataclysm wiped out advanced societies, leaving survivors to rebuild with fragments of what they once knew. The Egyptian texts describe Zep Tepi, the first time, when divine beings descended and taught the arts of science and architecture. Perhaps these beings were not gods, but remnants of an earlier highly advanced human civilization. Look at the Sphinx. The erosion on its enclosure suggests heavy water damage, pointing to a time when the region was lush and tropical, possibly as far back as 10,000 BCE. This aligns with the end of the last ice age, a time of cataclysmic floods that reshaped the Earth. Could the pyramid have been built by survivors of that cataclysm, preserving the secrets of their lost world? Throughout history, those who sought to uncover this truth have faced resistance. In the early 1900s, Egyptologist Sir Flinders Petrie allegedly discovered metallic objects and mechanical fragments inside sealed chambers, but they vanished into museum vaults. In 1925, an engineer named Rudolf Gantenbrink sent a small robot into the pyramid's air shafts and found a mysterious door with metal pins. When he requested permission to explore further, access was abruptly denied. To this day, the chamber beyond remains unexplored publicly. Why would such findings be restricted? Perhaps because they reveal a story that rewrites history, one that shows human civilization is far older and more advanced than we've been told. Modern science tends to separate technology from spirituality, but ancient cultures did not. They saw energy, consciousness, and geometry as parts of a single system, the language of creation itself. The pyramid's dimensions mirror harmonic ratios found in music, planetary orbits, and even our DNA. Its design could represent a synthesis of science and spirit, an attempt to channel the energy of the cosmos through sacred architecture. Recent studies show that electromagnetic waves can concentrate at the center of the pyramid under certain conditions. This phenomenon, predicted by theoretical models, confirms that the pyramid shape naturally amplifies energy. What if this was intentional? Imagine a civilization that understood how to transform sound, light, and matter through resonance. A civilization that left behind monuments encoded with mathematical truth, waiting for us to rediscover their purpose. Perhaps our modern world is on the verge of remembering. As technology advances, we're beginning to recreate what may have been lost. Resonance energy, wireless power, and the study of frequency as a force of healing. What if the ancients had already mastered it, and we are merely rediscovering fragments of their brilliance? So, the question isn't just how it was built, but why. What was its purpose? To harness the Earth's resonance? To stabilize planetary energy? Or to awaken consciousness itself? The answer may lie buried beneath its foundation, sealed in chambers still untouched. In 2017, muon scanning technology revealed hidden voids inside the pyramid, vast cavities the size of airplanes whose purpose remains unknown. Could these be energy chambers, storage rooms, or archives? Every discovery raises new questions, suggesting the pyramid was never just a monument. It was a machine, a message, a beacon. Its builders encoded knowledge so profound that even today, we stand in its shadow, decoding its secrets piece by piece. The Great Pyramid is not just the past, it is a mirror held to the future, a challenge from an age when humans touched the stars. What remains to be seen is whether we are ready to listen. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If you found this as fascinating as I do, hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the mysteries of our world. See you next time.